agenda already?
Yes.
Everybody approve?
Yes.
Okay. The second thing is, how's everybody? How's the team? Like, how are you guys dealing in your house right now? Do you have any updates?
Well, we're all still safe at home, so
Yeah, I
everything
guess.
good.
Well, then everybody's good. The thing that about the collaboration with Copley, Christian, maybe you can tell us more about it. What happened with the collaboration with Copley? Like, what did we decide on?
Well, we firstly, decided on, making a like small research and, setting the tools for the measurement, how we're gonna benefit from the collaboration. But later on, they decided to change their strategy. So right now, they changed their product. They're selling totally something else. It's keyboards and mouses for the computers. I think something like sanitized or I don't know. And the thing is that it's totally different. It doesn't do anything with bikes. So we couldn't link those ideas. And in my opinion, and I think also of everyone else's opinion, it would be more confusing for the customers to just understand like, okay, why are they collaborating, in this project, and what's the connection, what's the link between. So we have decided not to do so, and also I think Copley has decided this way. Like, yeah, right now it's not the best way to collaborate since they have changed the strategy right now.
To follow up, how's the fitness video going?
We've recorded some parts. I have to record some more, and then we will do one recipe. So I think until Sunday or Saturday, I can send you the videos, and you can edit it, and then next week we can post the first one.
Okay, good. That's good. The next thing on the agenda is the progress of the legal documents. Do you mind tell us about it, Adrian?
Yeah. So Joel and I were responsible for it, but since we shared it with the group, Peggy had offered us to help us with formal writing. So last Tuesday night we had a meeting and we worked on it together, and actually it looks really pretty now. I uploaded it under general legal documents, and that's the first one. The second one is almost finished. I'm just reading through it again. So we have two different legal forms. We have one for the tenant and one for the bike owner itself. The tenant is uploaded already, and the one for the bike owner I'll upload today. So please have a read, and if you have any adjustments to make, please let me know, because we still can. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I can add, it's a bit difficult to write the document since we're not obviously we're not expert in it, so we have to keep searching and searching. So it would be very helpful if everybody take a look and see what we're missing, and because sometimes when you're working, you don't see your own mistakes. So I think it's good that we can look at each other's work.
Exactly.
So yeah, have a look and tell us what do you think. The next. Do you have anything else to add? Oh, Mylin is not here, so she cannot, because the next agenda was meant for her to mention, but basically we haven't started the administration system yet because Mylin doesn't have Wi-Fi, so she couldn't work on it. I think we agreed to start working on it this week. Maybe we'll try to work something out. Maybe we'll try to do it on paper instead of the computer. And I can go to her house and we can get started. But so far, it hasn't started yet, and maybe anyone who wants to help, maybe we can join.
I already said I can help.
Okay.
I think I will also download one administration system. It's for free. I think there's a trial, and we can just inspire ourselves by it, and then use some techniques and use some parts for our administration system as well. Just some inspiration. But I don't know when, because I'm just catching up with everything. I have still the marketing reason to do because I haven't done it. And it just, but I think after I think from Monday we can fully focus on the administration system.
Monday, so you'll be available on Monday.
I mean during the weekend as well. Is the
I mean, we can definitely set up a time, because I'm free. I'm like depending on you guys.
So let's say maybe let's start Sunday, because three of us let's put it on the in the minutes that on Sunday we will set a meeting for the administration system and
Mhm.
start working on it.
Okay, I think that's good. The next thing on the agenda is the decision made and progress of the second game. So, Alexander, have you found any game engines that can do multiplayer? Do you have any updates?
Yeah, so concept for the game is ready. I'm pretty sure we can go with the extension on FlowLab. We decided we want to space out the games because that's what we learned in marketing is most effective. All that's left is to think of when exactly we want to release the second game so that plan on how the progress should go can be made.
So, you already found the engine for the multiplayer, you mean?
Yeah, like FlowLab extension, it has multiplayer options. I have no idea how it works, but
Okay. And would you like to set up a time so we work on the game together?
sure, but yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, we'll set up a time after this. Um, does anybody else have something to add from the work last week?
Well, yeah, so I kind of finished the video for the. Maybe it's good to share with Mr. Peters. And I was responsible for making bike fixing, like parts of the bike to fix.
Yes.
I made videos. The first one is ready, but the team had a small adjustment to make, so I will change that today. How to fix a flat tire. And we can, I don't know, depends on Joella, we can share it on social media and YouTube whenever.
Yeah, I think Peggy is in
Yes.
charge of the YouTube, but I will be I will be launching it on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, I already made the channel. What I have in mind is that the YouTube channel, because you cannot just put whatever content you have there, right? So you gotta have something that connect everything, connect the bike repairing with the fitness and the recipe, right? So my idea is that I see a lot of YouTube channel has it, like a channel trailer, just like a couple less than 20 seconds talking about what the channel is about. So like people have that idea of what they're getting. So I think I'll make that really short video and I can send it to Joella, and you can post it on Instagram, and telling people that we have a YouTube channel, and then maybe the next day or the day after we can post a bike repairing video. That's my idea.
Yeah,
What
but
do you guys
also
think?
post it on social media, right? Not only on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean like
Yeah. Yeah, I
example,
will be
you-
in charge of that. I will do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe post it on the website as well. Like I
Yeah,
should have a
possible.
look, but maybe we can have a tab with like bike repair videos, small.
Yeah, we need to do it anyway because we want to upload the fitness videos of Christian's mom to there. So.
As well. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Does anybody have something else to add? Because Mylan's not here, so I'm just gonna skip over her what she was supposed to say. Mr. Peter, do you have something to add?
Yeah, I was wondering, are you going to skip Mylan's part to the next meeting? Then you have to decide.
Because
and a note taker can note it down in the minutes.
Yeah, well, it's my no, the part of my Alan. What's it about? It was about the.
the division of tasks, but
No,
obviously,
anyone else can do that because that's like what are the
Yeah.
divisions of tasks for next week. So
Yeah.
what are we gonna do and how does it has to be accomplished?
May I interrupt?
sure.
Maybe we can also quickly tell each other how last week's lessons went.
Yeah, that's a
This
good
far.
idea. I just have marginal operation with Miss Pauline there yesterday. We basically there's only 4 of us in the room, and we basically just talk about the current situation in our student company and what kind of like difficulties do we have. But I mentioned that even though we're working only through Teams, but I think everybody have very specific tasks to do, so it's not that big of a problem. There's always like a set timeline and assigned person to it. So yeah, and yeah, I made her follow our Instagram account. I said, I know you have an Instagram account. We found you, and you can check out our video. And yeah, she followed us. That's my update.
I went to operational planning with Christian. Yeah, actually, he just asked to every company like, how are you doing and how are you dealing with changes right now? Yeah, he was asking about the cooperation with Copley, but he mentioned Restyle instead of Copley. Doesn't matter, but and then yeah, he didn't really give advice or anything. It was like, yeah, can you tell us more about it? And yeah, we did. That's it actually.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna have now the marketing, right?
yeah.
Go on.
All right, yeah, and I went. I'm not sure whether you went there, Christian, on Tuesday morning to finance.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Well, I went, and we worked on the what's it called again? Twinfield, yeah, Twinfield account. And she just gave some kind of homework task we need to prepare for next week. So I'm just working on that throughout the week. Yeah, furthermore, all good.
Okay. Can we maybe just, like have a little updates from the classes and also share the homeworks? I know, like there is only like 1 or 2 of us doing the finance, but I think everyone should know like what's going on in every department. So, just like brief information from the class. Like, for example, Peggy did like, yeah, we just talked about this and this. And also, like we said with Joel, that we just talked about, the updates. Because right now I'm not sure, like I'm kind of lost in finance, and I want to catch up with it as well.
Yeah, but it's I think I gave her the tip to record her lessons. So for example, you could watch it back because well, I can tell you what to do, but it's really hard because it's in a total different. Well, it's in Twinfield, so I cannot really explain it this way, but it's quite difficult. Well, what we had to do is we had to download several balance sheet and profit and loss from the Twinfield, and that we had to give numbers and it's really hard to explain actually.
It's okay, yeah.
Okay.
Once I'm finished, I can show you.
Oh, okay.
It's really something you can work on, like only me or you,
Okay, good.
Is everybody who's going to marketing later?
I'm planning on.
Don't know what time it is, but probably me, yeah.
Probably 11.
I think it's 11, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it's 11 today. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
didn't notice. Okay.
If nobody have anything else to add, Joella, can you summarize the meeting?
Okay.
Yeah, can I add a few points, Peggy, before you're leaving? Joella, you are taking care of the minutes, right?
I am. Yes, I am.
Please indicate that Mylan is excused, not absent. That's the difference.
Okay.
Further on, I was looking on your team page. I remember that before you had a task calendar, and I don't see a trace of that any longer. Did you skip it? Are you following up the tasks and assignment in a different way or through a different system?
The task calendar?
Yes.
Yeah, in the minutes.
In the minutes? Because I'm looking up, I know that you are going to rearrange or to reorganize your documentation system. I see, for example, the board minutes of the 2nd of April, and then when I open them, just as an example, have a look, it's hard to find who is going to do what by when.
Yes, that's going to be in the minutes.
I would strongly recommend you, Joel, since you are responsible for the minutes this week, create a kind of table at the end of every minutes where it's clearly indicated what needs to be done by when and by who.
Yeah.
And that table, you can repeat it, you can copy paste it from 1 minute to another and update it, of course, at the end of every meeting. Some lines in a table will be ditched because the task is completed, and others may get a different deadline, or even sometimes somebody else can be involved. But make it clear that if somebody of the team picks up the last minutes of your team meeting, that you can go to the last page, you have a look at the table, and you see immediately if there's still something that needs to be done by you.
Okay, sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Then Peggy, you agreed with Alexander to have a look at the multiplayer game engine. And you agreed as well with Christian to discuss the reorganization of the documentation system. But why do you not agree right now on a day and time?
We agreed on a day.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, on Sunday about the administration system. And,
then Joelle can jot it down.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
So
and then only for the meeting with Alexander and Peggy, I need to still have a date.
Okay.
Okay. When are you available, Alexander?
Let me check. Just real quick. I think I can do tomorrow.
Tomorrow, that's... Then I have to check mine because I might have a meeting. Oh, no, tomorrow is only German. I don't have German. Yep, tomorrow's fine with me.
Alright.
And when are we going to launch the game exactly? Do we have a date for that?
We haven't even started.
Last week but then how much time you have to finish the game.
Didn't we said like approximately at the end of April?
Yeah, you said the end of April, but maybe we can set a date and we can always reschedule it, right?
We'll do it in 2 weeks from now because this week we will launch the bike video repair thing. Next week probably Christian's fitness, and then the week after we do the bike. That's the end of April.
I'll just set it on the 30th of April, okay?
Yeah, it's okay, and we can make adjustments few days maybe earlier or later. It's okay.
Okay, but good, Joella, that you have it in there.
Yeah, sure.
Then it cannot be overviewed. Fine. And by Monday, I understand that your documentation system will be in order.
No, they start working on it on Sunday, so I don't know when it's finished. But
Christian,
yeah, I don't think it's possible to have it finished by Monday. I think we need more time with that.
Okay, then you say when?
There's no rush in the administration system, so we can take our time to perfect it. So I wouldn't put that strict timeline. I would say, maybe the end of this month or the beginning of next. No, the end of this month or the beginning of next month. Somewhere between there.
Okay. Jot down a date. So Joella
because it's hard to say. We don't know how complex the system will be, and we haven't started. So
yeah,
we can start it on the 3rd of May. Then you still have more than 2. Then you have more than 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay,
and
sounds fair
we
enough,
can always reschedule it if it's not finished yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Then one last point I have is you are attending the classes from the subject matter experts. That's fine. You keep each other posted about it. That's fine as well. One thing I would like to draw your attention to is the information that Ms. Erie updated on the HZ Learn platform, and especially the information with regards to the assessments. Somebody of you will have to prepare the 360-degree evaluation.
Is it the peer review?
Yeah. Somebody
Okay.
of you, the one who is responsible for the human resource management, will have to prepare that peer evaluation and to invite all team members to do their share and to hand in the reports before a certain deadline that he or she will agree upon or will set. But somebody who's responsible for it?
Mylan.
Maya,
She's
okay.
the human resource.
So Peggy, you are the CEO, so you will have to tackle that with Mylan, that she takes action as soon as she's online.
Can Joella write it down?
Where can we find that assessment? It's another mark.
All information about assessing the student company activities can be found on the HSET Learn page about international student companies.
Yeah.
We need to do, from what I remember, we need to do an annual report, right?
Yeah.
And a shareholder meeting.
Yeah, but you only have to do one shareholder meeting instead of two due to the circumstances. You can do that at the very end, and actually it falls together with the liquidation of your company.
Okay.
When will you be contacting Mylan, Peggy?
She doesn't have Wi-Fi this week, so
Let's
next
say
week. Monday, yeah.
Okay. Hold on, gentlemen and ladies. She's not having Wi-Fi. Can she not use a 4G network?
She doesn't have a lot of data, so.
Okay, but you have 500 euro in the pocket. It's one of your team members. You cannot stay offline for 1 week in these circumstances. I'm looking at Adrian and Joelle now because you are both Dutch. Are there no cheap data packages that you could offer as a company to Mylan to bridge this?
I have no idea. I need to check in that case.
It depends. Like I think she's using her 4G on her phone, right? Because that's why we get WhatsApp. But then for your laptop device, you need a different one. I can look into that.
Yeah, but you can connect your laptop. You can connect your laptop to your phone.
No, that we plan can. I mean, mine can't.
That you have to check out. But please, you are all in the same boat now. Help out Mylan with this, and if it costs you some money, I guess you have the money.
Yeah,
but
she
like
can
for her lessons, like during the week, I will contact her because maybe they might have it fixed by tomorrow. Then it's not necessary. But if it really is a long problem, I will look into that.
Okay, but fair enough, Adrian. Just do not wait and see.
Yeah, cool. Good idea.
And then one last thing, Adrian said that he would love to have the lessons about Winfield recorded. I will drop a message as well in the mailbox of my colleague, Miss Jesse, if she could do so.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it for me.
I'm sorry?
That's all for me. These are all the comments I wanted to make at the end of this meeting.
Okay, I just missed the last one.
Regarding the twin field, I will contact Miss Jesse to ask if she agrees with recording her sessions.
Okay.
Does anybody else have something to add before we end the meeting?
No.
Not really.
Okay. Can you summarize the meeting, Joelle?
Sorry, just give me a second, please.
Yeah, sure.
From the beginning, first we discussed about the well-being of the team. Everyone is good, luckily. The next item on the agenda was the decisions related to the cooperation of Caply. Well, it was decided to do a small research about how to measure our benefits about that cooperation. But then after Caply had decided to sell keyboards and mices, we have decided to not cooperate with them. There is no action item for that. The third agenda item was the progress of the legal documents. It was discussed that Kacheng helped Adrian and me with the legal documents. The legal form for the tenant is uploaded on 15th, so everyone please check it out as soon as possible. Adrian, the header, will be responsible for uploading the legal form for the bike owner, and it will be uploaded today. Then the fourth agenda item was the progress of the administration system. We discussed that the administration system is still on hold since my island has no Wi-Fi. Christian and Mayalen will start working on the system on Sunday. We set a deadline, it's the 3rd of May, for that the administration system should be finished. The fifth agenda item was the decisions made and the progress of the second game. The concept for the game is done, and we decided to buy the extension of FlowLab because it has a multiplayer options. The action items are set up, start working on the game on the 17th of April, so that's tomorrow. And the due date to launch the game is the 30th of April. The agenda item 6 is the division of tasks and work from home. We discussed that the first video about the bike repairing is done, and that we would like to, that Kachan would like to make a channel trailer so we can upload the videos as soon as possible. Then we discussed the lessons of this week. Management's operational, Kachan talked with Mrs. Polinder about the current situation in the student company and the difficulties and the tasks. In operational planning, there was a discussion about the cooperation with Copley. Marketing is in a few minutes. And finance, the finance team has been working on the Twinfold account with homework tasks. And action item is the team will be responsible from next week on about uploading a brief update of the classes. And in the question round, it was discussed that we need to insert a table at the end of the minutes about tasks and deadlines. And Kachan is responsible for contacting Mayan about a 360-degree evaluation of the peer review on the 20th of April. Adrian will be responsible for contacting Mayalen about maybe Wi-Fi or anything that could help her. And Mr. Peters will contact Mrs. Jessen about recording the twin field sessions. That's all.
That's good. I don't have anything else to add.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. See you guys in marketing.
Thank you.
So you will close the meeting now, Peggy?
Bye.